Here's your last video for rational equation solving. Just like the last time, we've always been trying to find a least common denominator, but sometimes they look a little different. For example, this one I've got a quadratic here, but I know it factors into x plus 5 and x plus 7. Because you have such amazing factoring skills, you shouldn't have any trouble doing that. I'm going to cross out that denominator because in factored form, it's equivalent to x plus 5 times x plus 7. So my least common denominator is going to be x plus 5 times x plus 7. I'm going to multiply all three terms by my least common denominator. For this one, I tried to leave some space this time. X plus 5 times x plus 7. X plus 5 times x plus 7 on all three. And as I'm multiplying it, I'm thinking about what answers I cannot have. I cannot have negative 7, and I cannot have negative 5. So we have to keep that in mind when we get finished here. So I'm going to go through and see what cancels when I'm working these problems here. X plus 7 cancels right there. So for the first term, I have 4 times the quantity x plus 5. To be very careful on the second one because there is a minus sign there. The x plus 5s are going to cancel, so I have x times x plus 7. And then for the last one, x plus 5, x plus 7, they both cancel because I essentially multiplied by this denominator. So I'm left with equals 5x. Go ahead and distribute, combine like terms, and solve. I would pause the video, see if you can do it on your own, and then check back when you're finished. Okay, welcome back. Here I'm going to distribute. Distribute a negative x on this one. Combine my like terms. Let's see, I've got 4x and negative 7x. With all quadratics, they must equal 0. I'm going to move, it seems like less work to bring the 5x over, but because this is a negative x squared, I'm going to make it a positive and move it to the other side. So those all get moved to the other side. I have 0. And I have x squared. I can actually add 5x and 3x and get 8x. I have a couple options here. I could graph this and find the x-intercepts. I could factor it. I could use the quadratic formula. I prefer factoring. So I have x in the first two spots. Factors of negative 20 that add to be positive 8. And right here my second one, negative 2 and positive 10, that will work. So I will get x minus 2 equals 0, x plus 10 equals 0, solve those. X equals 2 and x equals negative 10. I have to watch out, did I get a negative 7 or a negative 5? Nope, so this time I actually have two answers. Both will work separately.